Hello, everybody out there on YouTube. It's me, James, once again, and I've got a short little video for you guys. As some of you might know, I at one point used to do Lego trains. I didn't really do too many of them on my YouTube channel because that was before I really started doing YouTube. So recently, I rediscovered my love of Lego and decided to buy some Lego trains, mainly because when I had to move a couple of times, I ended up losing 90% of my Lego collection, which consisted of stuff like the old RC Lego trains from 2009, the Emerald Knight, the Toy Story 3 train, and of course the later Power Functions cargo train, the yellow one, and the red passenger train. All those are unfortunately long gone. However, I have decided to pick a specific era of Lego trains to do modeling in, and that is the 12-volt era, which is why specifically I got the 40370 set, which is basically it's just a replica of the 7810 set, which is what this is. And of course I'll show you the other side, the other side of the box. And it's very simple. It's just a display stand for this locomotive. There's the original set right there. What's interesting is when this set was first made, it's got just a solid 1x1 right there at the back, whereas this one is a 1x1 cylinder piece, which is kind of funky. But I will say this, it was a fun set to build, and I really did enjoy it. But enough about the box. It's a very simple, nice, fun little box with a classic Lego logo. Let's see if we can see what's inside of it. So, I forgot how unboxings work, so we'll just do this. There we go. So, here is the train, as you can see it. It's got the, by the way, there are a lot of stickers for this. There is a label sticker right there, 7810 steam engine. It's got the 40 years logo. The sticker on the front of the engine. There is one that goes on the very back, but I sort of put it somewhere else for the time being. I'll show you in just a minute where it is right now. But anyway, the build for this is really easy, very intuitive. It took me less than 20 minutes to build. So very simple, very small, very nice. Although I did retool the base. As you can see, it's actually sitting on track. So when you get this set, it just sits directly onto the bottom plates, and I hated that look. But I realized something, and that was the spacing of the actual plates resembles the 12-volt era track, because the rails and the ties were actual separate pieces, not one molded piece like modern Lego is. So, I'll take this off. This is how I retooled it. And there you go. You've got the little 1x1 plate studs, which now fit neatly right into the engine. And as it sits directly on the track. So it's a lot nicer looking, a lot cleaner. Now, a lot of people have asked, can you motorize this set? And that is a big fat yes, but you'll have to do some modifications, mainly. So it does sit on a custom block. But what you have to do is, since these outer red pieces are long plates, what you're going to have to do is basically turn them, and you're going to have to get short plates and put them on the ends, and put one I think it's a 1x8 plate there and a 1x8 as well on that side. So that way it gives you enough room to fit a Power Functions motor or a powered up motor if you want, or if you really want to, you can stick a 12-volt in there. But just to show you the underside, just if I can get this out without destroying the damn engine. That's the reason why I say you need to make room, because as you can see, the two plates only give you a 1x2's worth of room, which is a bit odd. Now, just in case you haven't already seen it, mine actually has magnets on it. These are the classic magnets too. So basically what I decided to do was, before I even bought the set, I actually went and got a couple of classic Lego train magnets. And I found out that since this has, I forget what this type of Technic brick piece is called, but it's there. It has them open on both sides, since the buffers are themselves brick built ones. They are not at all solid pieces like regular train magnet pieces are. So what I decided to do was stick that in there, see if it fit, and it did, and it actually does work. It is level with regular Lego trains, which is very nice. Also, yes, it does have interior detail. It does have that little gauge set up there, which is very nice. And once again, you've got stickers on the engine. I don't really like the windows. They're not the same type of windows that would have been used, but the original ones are long out of production, hence why they didn't use them. But they could have brought them back for this, honestly, is my opinion. But oh well. And also, we've got a singular minifig, an engineer, which I actually do have an original one of these, and I will go and grab him for a comparison. And here he is on the right. This is the original. This is the modern one. And as you can see, they look virtually identical. The only differences that you can really spot are the printing on each one. The modern one is very clean and it has consistent lining, whereas the old one has thicker lines for the collar and for the pockets, but the actual buttons are not as thick. I know it's hard to see, but these ones are a little smaller than these. And also, this one has a misprint. There is an extra one right there at the bottom. You can just see the very top of it before it gets to his torso. And before you ask, no, there is no printing on the opposite side of these guys. Nothing. Now, if you're wondering why I have an original figure, it's because I have one of these. This is the mighty 7750, or at least this is my attempted build at it. Yes, I've been piecing this thing together brick by brick by going to different Lego stores because I have yet to have made a Bricklink account. But thankfully, I do have most of the specialty pieces. For example, I do have the weighted bricks. I know this set only used 2 for the tender, but I bought 3, and well, dang it, I'm going to use a 3rd one there. And of course, I do have the correct doors. I don't have the correct windows though, but I do have the pipe piece and everything else to that. And yes, the smoke box still does open, just as it should on this big engine. The 7750 was a set that I, as a kid, wanted so badly, but could never buy because it was European exclusive, and to buy a full completed set costs nearly $6,000 to $1,000, and I don't got that money, so I'm going to do the cheap route and simply piece it together with existing parts as best as I can. I still have to buy the cylinders and the wheels, but aside from that, it's nearly complete, and hopefully it will be powered by power functions. Yes, I do have a power functions motor in there. And yes, this is the mod to put a 3rd axle in it to give it the aesthetic of a 9-volt locomotive, because the 9-volt trains had 3 axles for their motors. They had the 2 that actually drove, and then you had this dummy one which freewheeled in the middle. There are a couple of videos that show how to do this mod. Yes, it is a modified Lego part that is in there and in the motor. But I'm going to be honest, I want it to look the part, so there we go. It is looking the part, and it functions just the same, and the best part, this entire assembly is reversible. But back to the 7810 here. What do I think of it? It's a very nice Lego set, and for its current price, which is around $40 to $47, I would say that this is the perfect Lego train set for starters. It's just an engine, it's on a little stand, but it's not just a display locomotive. It is one that can actually roll, and if you add magnets to it, it can actually run with your current fleet of Lego trains. Not to mention, you have the classic 1980s aesthetic for the 12-volt era, and you get an original style minifig, which is also very, very nice. And the best part, you don't even have to put a motor in the locomotive. You can have it be pushed by something. Now, does this mean I'm going to start making a ton of Lego videos and no longer focus on my model train or real train videos? No, this does not mean any of that. I will still do what I usually do on a regular basis, but you can expect to see some more Lego trains throughout some videos. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.